Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Anzur Ahmad Ganai, lecturer History Boys Higher Secondary School Tral. Our today's topic for 12th class students of our institution is who was the founder of Buddhism? What were the teachings of Buddhism? Dear students, just like Jainism, Buddhism was also a Protestant movement which revolted and protested against the bad practices and ill practices that had entered the Vedic society, the late Vedic society from 1000 BC to 600 BC. And with the passage of time, like Jainism, Buddhism also became a new religion. The foundation of Buddhism was laid by Mahatma Gautam Buddha. The important teachings of Buddhism or Mahatma Gautam Buddha can be discussed as under. Number 1. Four Noble Truths. Dear students, according to Mahatma Gautam Buddha, there are four noble truths. There are four noble realities, four facts which no one can deny, which everyone can believe, and these truths cannot be denied. What are these truths as per Mahatma Gautam Buddha? These truths are: there is sorrow in the world, means that there is only sorrow, problem, chaos, confusion, tension, anxiety in the world. Number 1. Number 2, sorrow has a reason. According to Mahatma Gautam Buddha, the second noble truth is that sorrow has a reason. He says that if there is problem, tension, chaos, confusion and problem in the world, it is because of some reason. And as per Buddha, the reason is birth and the desire adds to it. He believes it. Number 3 is this sorrow can be removed. Mahatma Gautam Buddha says that this sorrow is not anything which cannot be removed, which is eternal. But this sorrow can there is an option to remove the sorrow. Sorrow can be removed. Sorrow, if one thinks. Number 3, sorrow can be removed. Number 4, there is a way to remove sorrow. Fourth is there is a way to remove sorrow, and the way to remove sorrow is eightfold path. So these are four noble truths of Buddhism. There is sorrow in the world, number 1. Sorrow has a reason, number 2. Sorrow can be removed, number 3. And there is a way to remove sorrow, number 4. Number 2 teaching of Buddhism is that the sorrow can be removed by following eightfold path. Means 8 teachings of Mahatma Gautam Buddha. He says that if a person follows eightfold path, he will attain peace of mind. He will have no problem then. What are the 8 teachings? What is the eightfold path? That is a right views, a right intention, a right speech, a right action, a right livelihood, a right effort, a right mindfulness, means thinking, and a right concentration. Dear students, if we think over all these 8 teachings, or this eightfold path, all the teachings are interconnected. For example, when we talk about a right views, which is the first of the eightfold path, right views means when a person, what a person does is doing first, he is seeing anything or listening to anything. So after listening or seeing anything, there comes something in his mind. He builds some view in his mind about that thing. So first of all, some viewpoint or some opinion comes in one's mind about what he listens and about what he sees, what he watches. So first of all, an opinion comes in one's mind, and that opinion has to be right. There should not be any bias in the opinion in the views, as per Mahatma Gautam Buddha. Number 2 is intention. Mahatma Gautam Buddha says, if the views are right, if the opinion is right, then the intention, the willingness to do something, or which we call niyat in Urdu, only then this niyat or this intention can be right. And when intention can be right, when your views are right, your intention is right, then your speech can be right. And your speech is right, then your action can be right. When your action is right, then your livelihood which you earn for your life, that is going to be right. So all these things, if you take at their own place, all these eightfolded paths are interconnected with each other. And Mahatma Gautam Buddha believes that if one follows this eightfolded path, then he is bound to face problems with will, with power, and can overcome all the problems or sorrows that he is facing in the world. Number 3, ahimsa means non-violence towards all living beings. This is one of the most important teachings of Mahatma Gautam Buddha. He believed that this non-violence means non-injury to all living beings must be made the principle of everyone's life. Everyone must be cordial, cooperative, sympathetic, lovable, and kind towards one another. And we must be never violent, we must never fight, we must never quarrel with each other, and we must never deceive others. This is what the philosophy of non-violence and ahimsa this is as per Mahatma Gautam Buddha. Number 4 is Mahatma Gautam Buddha laid stress on morality and character, values of human beings, speaking truth, doing justice, not lying, not doing dishonesty, not stealing. All these things. This is what are the things of good character and morality. Buddha laid special emphasis, stress on morality, on good character, because he believed that anyone can win thousands of wars, but the real winner is one who can attain victory over his own self. Mahatma Gautam Buddha believed that it is not a big job, it's not a big thing to win thousands of wars. Anyone can do it. But to win one's own self, to have control over one's own self, is the real victory. If a person is able to control his own self and keep himself under control and let not his self go out of control, then he is the real winner. So, best win is to win your own self as per Mahatma Gautam Buddha. Number 5, Mahatma Gautam Buddha laid special stress on the theory of karma. Karma means deeds. He believed that the status of a person in the society must be decided on the basis of his deeds. If he is doing good deeds, he must be given good status. If he is doing bad deeds, he must be given bad status in the society, degraded in the society. So he rejected caste system. Because this caste system believed in giving status to the person in the society on the basis of birth. If a person was born in a Brahman family, he was to be a Brahman for a lifetime, even if he was worst. And if a person was born in a Shudra family, he was to be a Shudra for the lifetime, even if he was best. So the fact is that he considered birth, he considered good deeds as a criteria to decide the status of a person in the society, but not the birth as was suggested by caste system. So he was against caste system in all means. Number 6, about God. It's believed that whenever a question was asked to Mahatma Gautam Buddha about the existence of God, he used to keep silence. And it's also believed that at a number of occasions, his teachings, his thoughts, his preachings gave this indication that he thought that there is some supreme power who controlled this whole world. So we can say Mahatma Gautam Buddha, he used to remain silent on the question of God, but he did not deny the question of God, but silently accepted that there is some supreme power or superpower who controls the whole world. Number 7, Mahatma Gautam Buddha was totally against, or the Buddhism was totally against the yajanas or costly sacrifices in the name of religion, in the name of worship. Because he considered these sacrifices, these costly yajanas are not going to take man to anything. What is going to take him to what he should do that can give him peace of mind? He believed that only dedicated worship, means following eightfolded path and doing spending my life according to that eightfolded path, following the policy of non-violence, doing good deeds, following the paths of good character and morality. If a man is doing all these things, then he can attain peace of mind. Costly sacrifices and yajnas are not going to give him peace of mind.